This is Kara Camo with Book Sisters Productions, and I am here today interviewing Donna Eksoozian, and she will be playing the part of Cassandra in the Sadie McAllister Files. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and the character that you'll be playing?
Donna Eksoozian. I live in Salem, New Hampshire, for anyone that's from New England. It's a little south of Borders, Massachusetts. My work history is I was an insurance professional for pretty much my whole career. So you're going on like 40 years, but I'm contemplating my next move right now. So, I have a little time available and I'm searching some experiences, I guess is probably the best way to say that. I'm looking to see the next opportunity and try to take advantage of things that I otherwise wouldn't have had time to do. The character of Cassandra, it was very interesting to me because it was described, or at least I've heard in my head, as some kind of marches to the beat of her own drum. And she has a mystery to her that kind of makes people wonder, kind of ask questions without, revealing herself too much. It's really how I read it.
Nice.
And she's an interesting sort, kind of minds her own business until she doesn't.
Yeah.
That's why
I love that.
I don't bother you, you don't bother me. But she kind of knows a lot.
That's awesome.
She knows what's going on. Yeah.
Now, would you say that you have a lot of similarities with her, or like none at all?
I'd say less than her. I read her as a good person with good intentions, but I really don't have secrets. I'm that open book. I'm that, you ask me a question, short of like, what's your salary? On a good day, I might tell you. I mean, everyone has their secrets. On that open book, some of my pages stuck together, then aside, but for the most part, this is what you get. You see me, this is what you get. Whereas Cassandra, you kind of always left wondering what she's thinking or what she may know, and she's not revealed yet. So that's what would make her interesting to me.
Nice.
Because that was fun.
So a little birdie told me that you are a high-ranking martial artist. That is honestly amazingly cool. Do you think this kind of ability could actually help your character now or in the future?
I do, simply because I know who that birdie is. I do think so. I've studied for over 40 years. I started when I was back in '79. Was my first day at a dojo. And with life and college and marriage and kids, so you had some breaks, but it always kept going back to that. And so it's that stick to it, or just encapsulate you. Is that the word? Encapsulate you.
Yeah.
So it's just been part of my life for so long. And the people, it's been the same school. I've been with the same sensei the whole time. And I've got my best friends through that dojo. And they're just wonderful people. And what I like about that, so if I picture this like in real world, is the people that are there all have different stories than me. It's not like when I go to work and we all do the same job. You go there and everyone has a different story. So you meet some really fascinating people, which is like how I ended up here. And so as far as the literal answer, it's not an action movie for Cassandra, so there's no punching and kicking or self-defense in that. But there's a lot more to a good martial art than that. And I think anything you do, you can apply the concepts of martial arts to it. It's your mind, body, spirit. Know what you're doing, be happy about it, and do it to the best of your ability. So in that sense, I think it would work for Cassandra, and I think it works for really anybody in anything. If it doesn't make you happy, then you're not going to put your spirit into it. So
right.
Mind, body, spirit, it's everything. You have it all. And so I definitely think this would roll over into anything anybody does, including Cassandra. Nice. But there'll be no action for Cassandra in this. Hey, you never know. Maybe things get rowdy at the end. You don't know.
What will be the most challenging part of this role, do you think?
Uh, like the biggest thing for me is I want to do a good job for the writers to get the vision that they're trying to put out there. What they saw happening, I want to be the one who taking it seriously and that I deliver on what they're expecting from me. That's the biggest thing, because it's a good group from everyone I've met. It's a good team you're putting together, so I just want to be part of that team.
That's awesome. So my last question for you is a little bit about actually our characters. I play Sadie, and Sadie and Cassandra have a really huge kind of like relationship in this series. And I was wondering, how do you think Cassandra would feels towards Sadie, my character?
I see. Oh, I think Cassandra very much cares for Sadie, and almost in a protective aunt way. Like, I don't want to say mother because everyone has a mother, but they don't always have that aunt. And kind of and they share a bond that nobody else knows of or knows about or experiences. But I think she wants to hold Sadie accountable. Like, she really doesn't want to just let her slide. She wants to hold her to do it correctly, to understand and their bond and how important it is, and to take it seriously and not disrespect it maybe.
Right.
But I think she's very protective and fond of her, and wants, expects her, not even wants her to succeed, expects her to, and we'll get her there.
That is such an amazing response and answer to that question. I couldn't have asked for a better reaction to that. That was wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining with me tonight on Book Sisters Productions interview. And I'm looking so forward to working with you on this film.
Me too. This is I've been very excited, so it's good. It's been something to look forward to. As I was saying, a new opportunity and a chance and being able to give it my full attention, or a lot of my attention anyway. Yeah, I'm very much excited to see how this turns out.